Dennis didn't live in Texas. He visited here, and he was paid to search for ivory-bills, and he never got that slam dunk photograph. And that's not easy to do today with wary birds, and certainly in the 60s it was super tough. He did get a recording of something banging in the woods, and it oddly appears on an album for the Birds of Cuba by Garrido. But I bought that album and listened to it, and I don't know what it is. It's very distant. It could be the double knock. That's one interesting thing about the ivory-billed. It had a distinctive double knock, like a bup, where it would pound its bill just twice, and that was a form of communication, and no other woodpecker in the southeast did that. So when you hear that bup, you knew it was an ivory-billed. Pileatus didn't do it. None of the other woodpeckers did it. So the problem with a sound recording like that is there are all kinds of things that make that sound, and the 2004 sighting in Arkansas has brought a lot of people into the woods, and they've heard what they thought were double knocks. That, one observer said, well, it was actually a group of ducks coming down and dropping into this wetland, and the cupping of their wings and the way they hit the air made a double knock sound, was one example. Another was a bridge off in the distance that was a wooden bridge, and every time a car drove over it, the tire would hit this one spot in the bridge and make this bup, bup. And there's trees that crack and rub up against each other and in the wind and bang each other. There's so many things that can make that sound that it's just not conclusive. And that's the important word here is unfortunately, in my opinion, John Dennis didn't get anything conclusive in Texas.